Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 11th to the 31st, 2019 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's delve right in now, Taurus, and I want to thank all of you who have donated. You guys have actually funded the cards that I am using today, and I will be putting all donations towards new cards for the channel. So thank you so much for making things interesting and beautiful. So thank you once again. So let's get started now, Taurus. All right, so what I have here is the Healing Oracle cards. I'm going to put these over to the side and use them in just a moment. Then I have the Spirit Guide cards, Oracle cards right here, and this will be layered on top of the traditional tarot to give a deeper message from Spirit to you. And that will be used at the end for your bonus reading. And then we have the main tarot right here. Taurus, December 11th to the 31st, 2019. 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 It's the very last reading for December, so this is just wonderful. December 11th to the 31st, 2019, Taurus. December 11th to the 31st, 2019, Taurus. December 11th to the 31st, 2019, Taurus. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. At the heart of everything, Taurus, is the Knight of Cups, a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, crowned by the Two of Swords. You have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. Divine gifts are strong here. The Six of Cups, the Chariot, a strong Cancer presence, a time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. The Eight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Death card, also a strong Scorpio presence here, a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. And the Moon. Okay, you have all the water signs in this reading, which is really, really beautiful. This is also saying that this is going to be a highly emotional time for you. So you have Pisces, which is February 19th to March 20th. That's the time frame. Scorpio, as I said before, October 23rd to November 22nd. And Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. So you have all the water signs here, and at your heart is water, is the Knight of Cups. So you're moving forward. Know here that during this time, listening to your heart will be the most beneficial thing that you can do. It will be. It will be a way that you see new avenues, new roads open up to you. And there's an ending that's going on here where you're like, no more. You have your passion and you know your mind. And you're saying, you know what, no more. I'm moving forward in me and in my truth. And that's going to be something that takes a lot of courage, but also that you've been waiting to do. I mean, you've been waiting for this within yourself. Okay, Taurus. December 11th to the 31st, 2019, 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 Taurus. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. This card right here, which is Transform. I think these cards are beautiful. And here, Release. You are transforming, Taurus, because you are releasing and rebuilding. That's really what I'm seeing here. Okay, So let's start talking about transformation. What I love about this card is I love the colors to it, but I love the butterflies flying away, the butterflies that were held within here, within this little case, and they seem to be escaping underneath. And their whole life is being transformed because they're going from a place that was small, a place that was, restricted, to having the whole world open to them. And I'm seeing that with you, Taurus. You're going from a place of restrictions. You're going from a place of doubts and of fears and of looking at things differently to now having the whole world opened up to you, feeling much more free, much more determined, much more engaged within yourself. All right? And as you do so, the color that shines through here is orange. It's healing and cleansing the the sacral chakra, which is releasing negativity from this life and past lives. And actually, that's what I see these butterflies as. Because yes, butterflies are beautiful, but butterflies also are carnivorous. So they eat, dead bodies. So carcasses. So there is this beauty to your life, but there's also this undertone to life, which isn't always as beautiful. And I'm not saying that, it's going to be anything bad at all, but I am saying that there's this undertone to existence that isn't always the roses and the butterflies that we want it to be. It's more gritty. And that's what I'm seeing here with your truth. And as you are releasing the negativity, as you are focusing on your sacral chakra and releasing what you no longer want within your life and what you no longer want to carry from past lives, you are set free in a way that is absolutely brilliant for you. And then this is why you have release, because you are released from a captivity, from doubts and fears and a sense of feeling overwhelmed. And here, there's lightning hitting the ground. She is releasing her energy within the storm. And you are releasing your energy within the storm that is you, within the power of your truth, within the determination of your soul. And you're going to find yourself moving forward in a greater sense of self and a greater sense of truth. Now, the color that shines through here is yellow. That's healing and cleansing your solar plexus chakra, because you're going to find that your gut is very important. When people say, oh, I have a gut feel, or I have a gut reaction, I had a gut reaction, that's what you're going to be having a lot of in, well, quite frankly, most of December, because I wanted this reading to be for a longer period of time so that during the holiday season, you can be prepared for things to come. So here with the Knight of Cups, strong, again, water sign presence, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, which you have all three showing up, which I think is absolutely brilliant. I've actually never seen or rarely ever see this happen. And here, as you are moving forward, you are holding the Holy Grail within your hands, which, whether you believe in Christianity or not, whether it's a religion or a mythology, it really does not matter. It is simply your truth that you are holding. And this is what the cups are representative of in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So here you hold this gift of sacrifice, of love beyond comprehension, of compassion, of understanding within your hands. It is the cup that was used at the Last Supper and said to have been used at the Last Supper for Christ and be used by Joseph of Arimathea to catch the blood of Christ when he was speared in the side. So here you're holding something so very powerful in your hands: love and sacrifice, truth and compassion. And you're holding that for yourself. And here you have, it's paired with the Death card. So as you are moving forward, as you are going after what you want, you have the Death card coming in. And this is a dying away of doubts and fears. This is a dying away of the old self and a rebirth of the new. This is also saying that during this time, Taurus, you are really not going to be suffering fools well. I mean, you don't suffer fools well to begin with, but you are slicing through doubts and fears. You know where it is that you stand. And with those who don't, with those who are rather wishy-washy, you're not going to really have that much time for them. And I know that sounds silly, or it might sound a bit cruel to others, but it is definitely the truth here. You are being much more emotionally decisive. And for people who can't be emotionally decisive or who can't make up their minds, who are always questioning themselves and you and making you feel overwhelmed, you're actually going to be stepping back. And it doesn't mean that you have to cut ties from these people. Most definitely it doesn't, especially if this is somebody who is very close to you. But this is saying here that you're not being pulled into their drama. You're not being pulled into their darkness. And that is the ending that I see. It's more a stepping into a strength. It's stepping into a truth. You know when you're a teenager and you're kind of looking for yourself and you try on different forms of who you think you are, but then naturally you develop into the person that you are now, like when you're not a teenager. So here, that is what I'm seeing with the Death card. it's as if you've tried on different things. You've tried different ways of approaching a situation, and they haven't been right for you. And that's what we put into the vortex. That's what Abraham Hicks says we put into the vortex. We put in what we don't want. We put in what isn't right for us. And what we get back is what we do want. But it doesn't come in the same way, and it isn't as impactful all the times as what we don't want, because usually the negative far outweighs the positive within things. So you'll get back slowly and steadily what you do want, the true path. And that's what I see you getting here. And you're going to get frustrated at times, Taurus, because you're going to think, oh my gosh, how much longer is this going to take? How much more overwhelmed can I be? Where is it that I'm heading? And here, as you cut through the doubts and the fears, as you know your power and your truth, as you stand in your glory, you're going to find that by listening to your heart and your soul, by really focusing on your gut reactions and releasing yourself from preconceived notions or what other people have expected, you are empowered and you are driven forward. Yeah. This will lead you to feeling like there's two ways of going about things. You'll see those two ways kind of very clearly. Know here that it isn't just the two roads that you are seeing. There is going to be at least a third option that comes. And this option is going to be more in line with you, because you see here how she holds the two swords. Okay, two options. But she's blindfolded. So even if, let's say, she's waiting for her enemy and she can fight with two hands, right? She can fight double-sworded. Here, she's going to be finding that she's relying on her other senses to hear those who are approaching, those who mean her harm. And that's what you're going to be doing here. You're going to be using your other senses, not just the ones right before you, but you're going to be using your other senses to see the truth of the matter, to see the way you desire things, to see where it is that you want to be. And because of that, you're going to see a third road open up. Yeah, it's at least going to be a third road. It might be a fourth road, a fifth road, and you start to see more choices coming your way. But I'm definitely seeing one choice in particular that hasn't been open to you now starts to come to you. And it's not going to come all at once. I don't want you to think, oh, good, I'm just going to sit back and the third option is just going to be a part of me. No, that's not the truth of it. The third option comes as you learn, as you grow, as you understand, and you'll start to see that the world isn't as black and white as we want it to be as human beings. White page, black print. That's what we want. We want everything to be so clear, and the world isn't that. So it's messy, yes, and you're finding out your path, your truth, not what everybody else is doing. I'm a firm believer that for so many of us, we try to succeed at our dreams by going one certain way, kind of marching forward into the line that everybody else is. And for so many of us, that's not our road to success. It's going through the window. It's going under the foundation. It's finding a way to get to where it is that we want to be. But it's not always through the front door. And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing the main option that you have, because there's one that's really shining forward to you that you think, oh, maybe that's just it. Maybe I just settle. And this is saying, no, you don't, because here you're balancing the scales. With the Six of Pentacles, you are balancing the scales. You are giving out the prosperity that you want to people, right? You are sharing your wealth, but do not be taken advantage of, because people will always have their hands out. And that will be quite overwhelming for you, for people to always have their hand out, always wanting, always seeking more. And it's going to drain you. So you have to be very mindful of who you are giving to at this time. Yeah, of whom you give to. Because it is going to be a sense here of, as you embrace your prosperity, as you embrace your success, you're going to find that people want more and more. And I actually see you pulling back towards, pulling back and being much more introspective, being much more thoughtful about things when you give. And I'm not saying that you never give to other people, but when you give, it's much more meaningful than being drained dry by everyone. Because if you just simply give and give and give, people will automatically expect that of you. And they will not give you the respect that you deserve, but they will not also see it as the gift that it is. So be very mindful of this. You have the repeat of the number 6 here. 6 is the most caring, most nurturing number in numerology. So here, embracing a caring, nurturing nature for yourself. You might also be being very caring and nurturing towards others. Do not forget to be as caring and as nurturing towards yourself. Do not forget that you matter. We have the 6 of Cups, which is a connection with childhood. It is a connection with moving forward towards what you desire. There is a sense of a beauty and a cleanness to the way that you are looking at things. And by that, I mean you're releasing a lot of the baggage. You are releasing a lot that has been holding you back. And as you release it, a lot of the baggage from childhood, a lot of the baggage from negativity being spoken over you, what you are learning is that this is part of somebody else's battle. And with that comes at your root the sense of conquering fear. You see how she's holding this lobster here, and that lobster, can absolutely hurt her by pinching her. And so here, it's a facing of fears. Now, with Pisces, if they can face their fears, they can take over the world. Just like with Scorpio, if they know that they live within the gray of the world, and do not expect everybody to see things the way that they do, because they're not going to, they can take over the world. And that's what I'm seeing here. Once you come to this emotional truth, because these are all based off of emotions. It's the gray. It's how things feel to you, right? And by that, I mean, it's not all black and white like the written page. It is the colors of humanity, right? And that is the gray. That is the in-between. And so here, with the Six of Cups, what you have is you have your childhood. And your childhood, it holds everybody back. It's not just you, Taurus. It's a sense of, feeling overwhelmed by things. It's a sense of having somebody speak very negatively over you when you were little and carrying that scar with you. It doesn't matter if it happened when you were a child, 5, 6, 7, or if you were, 17, if you were 27. It doesn't matter. 30s, it doesn't matter where that negativity came from or where the biting words that play over in your head came from. It matters that it played off of a scar you already had. And even if that scar was just really little and people poked at it and prodded it and gave you more reasons to doubt. Now here, as you face your fears, as you move forward in a harmony of love, as you embrace what you desire and where you need to be, you're going to find that you leave the past behind. You are released from the negativity that had been defining you for so long. And as you are released, you are empowered. And as you are empowered, you are set free to the beauty that you desire. And you're going to see that the night no longer holds the scary shadows for you. It holds a beautiful correlation to the place that you need to be. It's as if through the night, through facing a fear, through seeing new opportunities, new options, new people coming into your life and saying, oh my gosh, I didn't know it could be that way. I thought it could only be like this. I didn't know that you could have that. I thought it could only be like this. And it's because we as human beings, we not only carry our scars, but we carry the scars of the people who raised us. We carry the scars of generations past. We carry so many scars. The people who taught us, the people who spoke negativity into our life. And either they did so to be mean, or they did so because they just didn't know better. And maybe being mean was just part of their nature. And that's sad for them. And now you're being set free from that nastiness, that sense of, oh my gosh, I couldn't possibly. And as you are set free, you are empowered. You move forward in your truth. Then we have the Chariot. The Chariot is a Cancer energy, of course. And this is very much saying that as you rein in your emotions and you focus on what you desire, you're unstoppable. That's the gift to a Cancer. So here you have those gifts coming forward. They all are of the heart and they all are correlated in this line. So the Cancer energy right here is you charging forward, night and day coming together, the dark and the light coming together to lead you to the place that you need to be. Right? For some, it can be trips over water, but it's also a connection with your spiritual truth, with your emotional truth. Going to the water can be astoundingly cleansing and healing for you. If you live by the beach, I would highly suggest to go to the beach, or even just taking an Epsom salt bath. That would be absolutely amazing. It clears away the negativity. It helps you move forward. It's also super relaxing. And then we have the Ace of Wands, passion, new beginnings. This could be heightened sexual energy that comes through emotional truth. Right? So know that it can manifest itself in many different ways. But here you have a sense of power. You have a sense of passion. You have a sense of determination as you're moving towards your goals. There can be, and there is here a very strong connection with a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, because those are all the ones that come through. So as you are charging forward, you embrace your passion, you embrace your truth. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe hands this to you. And what I love here is divinity is saying, you take it because it is your scythe right here. You take it because it is what's holding together the sword. So you actually take both of these two gifts together, the sword and the wand, because the blade, I see this as kind of like a reforged sword, and the wand is the staff here. And you take it to cut away doubts, cut away fears, cut away the negativity that has been holding you back, cut into the place that you need to stand, your truth. It's kind of like taking this sickle right here and clearing a field, and you back in the day when they used sickles. I don't know if people use sickles now a lot, but you would cut down all the wheat by using this. So it's kind of like you're clearing a path for yourself. You're clearing down the field. You are taking in the prosperity. You're taking in the bounty. And as you do so, as you take this passion, you are facing fears that have held you back. And you're seeing that life isn't as black and white as you thought it was. Life is about the grace. It is about being released. It is about moving forward. And as you move forward, you're moving away from something you no longer love. It's like, no, that isn't my truth anymore. No, that isn't right for me. And as you move away, you're going to find that you're free. Now, this ending, for me, the Eight of Cups, is an ending as severe as a divorce. Now, I don't want you to get all panicked and be like, oh my gosh, Dane, now I'm getting divorced. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, it's as severe as that. It's as definitive, defining, and momentous as that occasion. Because if you're in a bad marriage and you get divorced, yes, it's terrifying, but it's also freeing. And so it was like, oh my gosh, I got my life back. And here, that's what I see you doing. It's like, oh my gosh, I got my life back. I'm walking away from an idea, like thinking I have to be a certain way. I'm walking away from a expectation that I put on myself. I'm walking away from, it can be that you're planning to walk away from a job that you just hate. Going to work is a misery for you. Or a relationship, you're building up the courage to walk away from a relationship that is a misery for you. I'm not saying to put yourself in a dangerous situation with anything. I'm saying to make sure you're secure and safe and that you can move forward in prosperity. But I have to give you all the options for the cards because this is a general reading and one way of seeing things is not going to be the same for another person. So as you embrace this ending, you move forward. And again, it can just be an ending of a mindset. Oh, I'm unlovable. Oh, I'll never find somebody. Oh, I'll never be able to be successful. Oh, I'm just stupid. And I've always been stupid. No, now you are freed. And you will always be free. Because your mindset is changing. Because you are cutting through the doubts and the fears that have held you back. And I see this as being severely taken with the Death card. It's like a dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new, the power, the truth that leads you forward. As you learn who to give to. As you learn how to trust. I don't mean how to trust that you've been trusting wrong. I mean how to trust in your intuition, how to trust in your truth, how to see the paths open up to you and not think, oh, it only can be one way. Because I'm seeing the transformation, the release here. It's severely powerful and it's affecting everything that you do. And it correlates to the fact that we are emotional beings. As emotional beings, as beings of the heart, we find that yes, that does make life messy. I do know people sit there and say, how can we be emotional beings? It would be chaos. Have you seen the world? It is chaos. But if you sit there and you listen to your heart's truth and you say, okay, why do I have this bad feeling in my stomach about this? That's why listening to and healing and cleansing your solar plexus chakra is going to be so beneficial for you. Why do you have doubts about this? Why does this make you feel overwhelmed? Does this make you question yourself? Why are you moving forward this way or that way? You're looking at things in a new light, in a powerful light. And as you do so, you move forward and you answer the questions as to why. You find the transformation comes. And so here, we're going to layer on top of this the spirit guidance cards, the animal spirit guide cards. And we're going to see exactly how all of this comes together. Because they will bring more clarity and more definition. Taurus, December 11th to the 31st. There we go. 2019. Taurus, December 11th to the 31st, 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 2019. Taurus. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. Oh, and I just want to show you the backs. I just think this is absolutely gorgeous. So it's beautiful front and back. And I'm just going to lay these out quietly. All right. So let's just move these because presentation is everything. To make sure you can see better. Okay, fantastic. All right, so at your heart, right here, on top of the Knight of Cups, you have the Dove Spirit, which says, be peace. As you move forward, as you go after what you want, be peace. Be peace for yourself. Be peace for people who look at you. Now, this does not mean that they will like you. They might sit there and think, wow, why do you get to be so happy? Why do you get to be so peaceful? Why do you get to be so calm and secured within yourself? Be peace anyway. Be peace for yourself, Taurus. Because as you are released, as you are transformed, you move towards a place of calm, towards a place of power. And it's much more your truth than anything else. Be peace. Then we have here Frog Spirit, which is clear out the clutter, which I love that, with the Death card. It's kind of like you're scything away. As I said before, you're cutting down the field with the sickle, okay? Or is it the scythe? I don't know. I think a sickle might have a shorter handle. But here you are clearing away and taking your bounty. Declutter. Declutter all. Spirit is saying declutter all the words that are going over and over again in your mind. Declutter the negativity, the doubts, the fears, the apprehensions, the sense of being overwhelmed. Declutter it and focus forward. Focus forward on what you truly desire and where you truly want to be. As you do so, you let it shine. You have the peacock here. You let it shine. You let you shine. As you look at your pathway. And here, if you just notice the light coming, and it's a key, I think. At least that's what I see when I look at the heart right here, within his throat. So, as you are letting yourself shine forward, as you are letting your truth shine, you are speaking into reality what it is that you want. But you are also opening up new avenues, new roads, new pathways, new powers for you. So let it shine. Let yourself shine forward. Let your truth shine forward, Taurus. And do not be afraid, because you're going to think, oh my gosh, that's obscene, or, oh my gosh, it's just too much. I'm being too much. It's like, obscene, I don't mean rude or anything like that. I just mean like it's all just too much and it's just going to be a little bit garish, as everything shines forward. And it's not going to be. It's actually going to be your truth. And as you let yourself be you, as you let the essence of your power shine forward, you're set free because of it. And as you're set free, you have here the scarab beetle, which says magic works through you. As you balance the scales, as you come into harmony with yourself, as you learn that you cannot give and give to everyone, we're getting nothing in return. So here, as this bounty comes, magic works through you, magic empowers you, and you are blessed as you move forward. You balance the scales, you embrace your truth, the magic comes, and it works through you. The magic works through you, and that's why it's saying let it shine, because the magic is working through you as you let yourself shine, as you embrace your truth. And then we have the turkey spirit, which says, give with gratitude and grace. When you are looking back at your past, Give to yourself with gratitude and grace. Do not sit there and say, oh my gosh, I should have done this, I should have done that. I really was a stupid child. I deserved everything I got. No, don't do that to yourself. Don't sit there and make allowance for those who should have known better but didn't act better. And now you're done. Period. End of discussion. Right? This is time to embrace your truth. Give with gratitude and grace to yourself. So often we give to everybody else. We give and we are drained dry. But we do not give to ourselves. And then we are hollowed pits. We are overworked and underappreciated and tired and just devastated. Give your truth to yourself. Give this gratitude and grace to you as you move forward. Then we have the rhino spirit. Overcome any obstacle as you face your fears. As you face your fears, you can overcome any obstacle. As you face your fears, you can embrace any truth. As you sit there and know your power, know your worth, know that you are no longer being held back by the past, you overcome anything that is set before you. Will it be hard? Yes. I'm not saying anything in life is easy. Actually, the things most worth having, most important, are usually devastatingly hard and are mostly devastatingly hard. But now, as you embrace your truth, as you move forward in grace and gratitude for life and for the dignity of yourself, you overcome so much. And this leads you to the skunk spirit, which I just think is cute. And it says, know your own worth. Know your own worth. Even if other people go, oh my gosh, no, skunk. Know your own worth as you move forward, as you charge into your future, as you go after what you desire. Know your worth. And do not let other people start stating your worth and stating everything, because it's just not going to work that way. You cannot get your worth from everybody else. Sometimes you actually have to fight and say, you know what? I know this person is saying this about me. I know this person thinks this way about me, but that is not my truth and that is not my worth. I move forward. I am determined. I am dedicated. Know your worth as you move forward. Even if you think that people cringe, like even if you think that when you come into work, people roll their eyes, they might. That's a them problem. That's not a you problem. I mean, it might become a you problem, because you're sitting there wondering how to make things better, but it might just be divinity saying to you, it's time to move on. Or it's time to sit there and say, I will not let another person dictate my happiness, dictate my truth, take away the pride that I do from my work. If you're a parent and you're doing your best and everybody's telling you, oh, you should do it like this, or oh, you should do it like that, or oh, you do this, and they give a look. No. If they're raising absolutely perfect children, then maybe, take their advice. But that's almost impossible. So here, know your worth, and know also how hard it is what you are doing. How hard it is to follow your path and to live in your truth. Because here we have the brown bear spirit, and it says to take time out as you embrace your passion, your new beginnings, your power, your prosperity. Take time out. Take time to breathe. Take time to connect with yourself. Take time to embrace this passionate energy that is around you. Going after what you desire. Going after your joy, even if this is a hobby, if this is your work, if this is whatever, your family. Take time out and say, I have to have my life be more balanced. For some, that's going to be definitely true. For others, you need to take time out for you to say, okay, I need a moment. I need to breathe. I need to just relax. And as you do so, you clear out the clutter and you overcome any obstacles. Then we move to the stag spirit. And this says, take the lead as you walk away from what you no longer love. Take the lead of your life. Take control of it. Say, this is me. This is who I am. This is who I need to be. Other people, they don't understand. That's a them problem. Again, not a you problem. We cannot have everybody liking us. We cannot have everybody understanding us. We cannot always move forward the way that we had thought we would. The way that you dream about it when you're little and you're sitting there looking at your world and saying, oh, I'll do this and I'll do that and I'll live here and I'll be there. No, take the lead now. Take the lead in your reality and say, I am walking away from what I no longer want, and I am embracing my soul, my truth, and my power. Because as you do so, you have the lizard spirit right here. And it says, dream the world into being. Excuse me. As you cut through doubts and fears, as you overcome difficulties and despairs, dream the world into being that you want. Dream it. It starts within your mind. If you can see it within your mind, you can do it in real life. It might take a while. It might take a while for you to psych yourself up enough to be able to do it, to be able to move forward, to be able to go after what it is that you truly want. But the first place that you start to tear down limitations, where you start to redefine yourself, where you start to open up endless possibilities, is within your own mind. I'm not talking about simply being a daydreamer, though a lot of people, before they make it, and they have these big grand dreams, are considered daydreamers because reality is so much less. Right? You have to sacrifice, you have to compromise, you have to, sit there and just simply be. Make a good living, take care of things, stuff like that. Here, you cut through doubts and fears, and you find that you dream the world into being that you want. And it starts with a thought. But those thoughts, they need action. So when people sit there and say, you manifest your desire, it's not just simply sitting there and meditating and thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it and doing nothing. Because that's maddening also. It makes you feel rather disappointed. It's sitting there and saying, this is what I want. Thinking about it, working it out within your mind. You have to puzzle things out. It can't just be, this is what I want and this is what I'm going to get and nothing and no one is going to stop me, and you don't know how, and you just kind of run off and then you fall and you think, oh, wow, I tried and I failed. You will fail if you don't have a plan. And even the best laid plans get shot to hell. So know here, as you cut through doubts and fears, as you visualize what it is that you desire, you dream into reality what you want. And this is a gift from divinity that is saying you are dreaming into reality your truest desire. And that is so powerful for you. That's the releasing and the transformation. That's this lizard spirit I am so excited about. It is just the true conglomeration of everything that we have been talking about here, that Spirit has been talking about here. You dream it into reality. You open up your heart to it, and you move forward to your truth. This leads to the magic working through you. This leads to you being a conduit for that magic. And to clear out the clutter that made you doubt that you could ever move forward. That made you sit there and say, oh no, I can't. You can. You are. It'll take time. I'm not saying that this will happen overnight. Remember, Rome was not built in a day, and it did not fall in a day. It takes time. It takes time to destroy, and it takes time to build. And as you are embracing that truth, as you know that it takes time, and as you are looking at your life, and you're configuring things, you're moving things forward, you're laying things out, you have a roadmap, you need to think about it first. And see how you are embracing the place you need to stand. Your subconscious message through the healing oracle cards is unexpected. The unexpected is coming. Subconsciously, you know this. And you might be finding that you don't feel as secure within yourself. You are feeling a bit off your game at times. This is because the unexpected is coming. Subconsciously, you're getting ready for it. And you're also a little bit worried about it, a little bit worried that you can handle it as well as you want to, as truly as you need to be. So here, the unexpected is coming. The unexpected is leading you forward. And that is what your subconscious knows. You then have your subconscious message from the Spirit Oracle cards, okay? And this is the Bobcat Spirit. It says, life is a mystery. Life is a mystery. It is a mystery that we discover and unveil day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. Embrace the mystery of your life. Embrace the truth of your soul. Embrace yourself moving forward. And understand that it is a mystery. But it is your mystery. And it is a powerful one. Then we have, of course we do, we have the sun. The happiest card in the whole entire deck, Taurus. Joy, happiness, success, bounty, beauty. The sun shining on you, coming to you, leading you forward. An innocent like joy embracing your heart. Know that this is subconsciously. So subconsciously you are embracing this joy, you're embracing this power, and people are going to see it. It's going to radiate out from you. As they see it, the sun also brings jealousy to it. People are like, oh, why do you get to be happy and I don't? Because that's how people look at the world. Well, why do you get this and I don't? Why is this so hard and that isn't? And it isn't for you. Because they don't see how hard you work towards it. They just see that everything seems to be going your way. Yes, everything is going your way. You put the time, the effort, and the energy into it. You deserve to have things going your way. Embrace your truth. Let everybody else fall to the wayside. Let the sun shine on your soul, on your heart, and on yourself, Taurus, as you move forward and as you are graced. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. It has been an absolute pleasure to be reading for you for the very last general reading of, 2019. I love you all, and I wish you all the very, very best. Bye.